Good morning, everybody. It's 6:30 a.m. The date 8/24/2015. We are going to show that the pre-market futures were down 800 in the Dow, and we're going to start off the morning this morning the way that it should. It's a classical capitulation in the Dow, and these markets, like we said, they were going to come tumbling down. And when we said that they were going to correct, hey, this is not the full correction. As we clearly stated, 2015 and 16, and this is how we are starting right now on this opening bell. The Dow Jones is down 500 points. They're going to put the circuit breakers in. The nasdaq composite is down 396 points. NASDAQ 100 down 388, and that S&P 500 is down 68. This is a 15-minute chart. We are going to break below that 1900, and like we have said, these markets have been manipulated. They're going to put the circuit breakers on where the selling will stop, and or the possibility, as we open right now, we're 639 points down. This is what we call a capitulation on that opening bell, just like when we did that Ghost Exchange movie. You're seeing it live. You're seeing that NASDAQ composite. It's down 789 points. NASDAQ 100 down 400. Composite down 400. S&P down to that 1880 level, down 91 points. The capitulation, it's live. I'm down to 15.51 on that Dow, down 925 points. And guess what, everybody? Guess what? We are getting paid. Not only are we doing that, we called for a capitulation. And the thing about it is, the bear is back. And, you manipulate these markets enough. We're almost down 900 points. This is a 15-minute chart of this opening bell on what? The Dow Jones. Here, we're going to do the NASDAQ composite. The NASDAQ composite on this opening bell right now is down 300. It was down 400 points. And we can't seem to get any data right now. So I'm going to pause this. Okay, right here I'm going to blow up the chart, and I just want everybody to see why we are getting what we call a capitulation. And this is on that NASDAQ composite. Down here, look at this big red bar right here. They're starting to come in. They're going to put the circuit breakers on to try to hold these markets from going down extremely. S&P 500, I am going to show you that capitulation. Dow Jones, hey, the Ghost Exchange is back, down 1,000 points on the Dow. You heard what I said. I didn't stutter. Down 96 points on that what? S&P 500 futures. The short side of this market is getting paid big time. The bears are getting whacked. And you know what we told everybody? Here, Dow Jones monthly, we said everybody we were going to go down 4 to 6 weeks. And here, it was live. It's here. We warned everybody. And you know what? The bull was out of line. And now he's getting his head popped. Look at that big capitulation. S&P 500, it's on 1874. This is what it looks like on a capitulation. We're going to see where these buyers are going to step in. And once they do step in, then what does that look like? We got a Dow Jones down. We got a Dow down 1,000 points. This is making big moves in these markets right now. And we had covered this stuff back in September of 2008, where we seen that capitulation come in. The stock market orders are getting taken out. You're seeing one of the best bear raid. Yes, you are down 1,000. points on the Dow. Yes, you are. NASDAQ Composite. And it's very exciting because the shorts are getting paid and the bulls are getting whacked. And that means that the HFT high frequency trading algorithms, they're here right now. We've been open for 5 minutes in the U.S. markets, and I'm clocking over 1,000 points down on that Dow Jones. We're down here. I'm going to throw the NASDAQ Composite back in here, and they put the circuit breakers to stop a capitulation that is around the world, and they're starting to come in right here, right now, at 4,300 points. We are in bear market territory. Now, we are going to be buying off of that bottom, and I am going to come back. Look, here's the Dow again, and bam, it was down over 1,000 points. That's what we call a capitulation, an opening bell capitulation. Nothing has anything whatsoever. And the Dow Jones down over 1,000 points from right here with the 16.4 to a 15.4. That's 1,000 points. They're going to buy off of the bottom, and so are we. We will start this capitulation. We are masters at capitulation. And I am just going to show how the equity side is getting killed. Here's Priceline. Right now, we're just starting with Priceline is down 52 points. Amazon right now only down 38 points from the Friday close. The BIIB is getting hammered. The IBB is down 27 points. And you know what? I am going to tell you about that TQQ. That one there is a bull that is getting taken to the woodshed. How do I buy off of the bottom in a capitulation and make a lot of money? Listen, these markets over the last couple of years were HFT models that were in, and we're going to see an unwind. Tesla, TSLA, big super drop down to 195, 19 points down. The bull has 62 lows. IBB continues to go lower. It's going to bounce off of the bottom as it did. It did bounce off of that bottom. BIIB, we are getting net long. It bounced $10 off of the bottom. This is what a capitulation does. This is why learn how to buy the capitulation. Now, I'm going to come back to everything. I'm going to do the equity side, the option market. This is a classical capitulation. Buy that dip, referred to as what? Referred to as the left elbow. And one of the things that we just want to tell everybody is, listen, when we were covering Super Bubble 2015 and 16 year, this is just the beginning, and it starts out big. They put the circuit breakers in. People are going to buy off of that bottom, and I'm going to say that we are going to come back, and I will be updating the here. So here it is. I'm going to be updating on a 15-minute chart. The Dow Jones is coming up off of that bottom, and that's what a capitulation is. And I'm just going to show the S&P again. And we've only been open 9 minutes in the market. And this is one of the biggest moves down that we have seen. I mean, we would have to go back into what the bear was in charge. We have to go back many years right now in our career. We were here. We like it. the exchanges put circuit breakers in, you guys, to make sure that the free fall stops. And they did that right here. They did this right here, right now. That is that S&P 500. I am telling you that we're going to make a lot of money off of the bottom when there is a capitulation. You buy off of the bottom. You buy on that capitulation. And that's exactly what we're doing right here, right now. That is exactly, here's the Dow again. I'm just going to show it. That's buying off of that dip. That's exactly what's happening. NASDAQ composite, same way. Big gap down, circuit breakers come in. You buy up off of that bottom. That's what volatility is about. Over 1,000 points down on that Dow. And check it out. We are loving life to see the bull is getting taken to the woodshed. Look at it. You don't think so, man? You tell me what that is. That's a capitulation. And it's time to get buying off of the bottom. How to trade a capitulation, volatility. Why is it that the public has not seen a capitulation on the Dow when we were down 1,000 points here, and the S&P? S&P actually got a little bit of bounce here, but the exchanges are going to put in a curb, circuit breakers, where these markets are going to get bought up off of the bottom using the futures market. That's what we're doing right now. And the whole thing about it is that when all the stop loss market orders are taken out, it's time to play that bounce off of the bottom. And how do I buy a capitulation? The public ain't seen a goddamn capitulation forever. They don't even know what it was like anymore. And you know what? We got a huge move off of the NASDAQ composite. And we do. And this is what it looks like right here. This is that huge big gap down on that exchange. And these exchanges are already ripping 300 points off of the bottom, off of the left elbow. We are teaching people what a big gap down in the history that Dow, it hit 15.6, and how to buy off of the bottom, how to buy that left elbow gap down, how a capitulation gets sold out on the opening bell. We have already moved 500 points off of the bottom. And that is all about how do I buy a what? A capitulation. And that's exactly what happened. And this is how you trade it. And this is what we call super volatility. We've already come 500 points off of that bottom. And that means they're manipulating. They are manipulating these markets right now. And they put the curves in. They put the futures in place. This is all about capitulation, an opening bell capitulation.